Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heijen, and I believe in dragons. And actually, I love the forest, like I said. I used to believe that when I searched down for information about what dragon followers are, if there are dragon followers, and if one of the first informations that I got was the color of the witch, of the dragon witch. And I said, no, I must be green then if I have to choose a color because I love the forest. And I think I am associated with the forest and everything that has to do with the earth element. So I believed I was green. So, but no, the information was that the dragon witches and everyone who follows the dragon, every energy that they have and the dragon soul itself is gray. And so this actually has an explanation. The color of dragon witchcraft even, that yeah, every path and every personality has its own color from green to white to gray. And gray witchcraft is the closest actually associated with dragon witchcraft. For its striving for balance, the left-hand side and their freedom to think for themselves. First off, the divine is neutral. It's gray. It is both positive and negative. The dragon god and the dragon goddess are neutral and balanced. Um, if the balance is off and one overwhelms the other, that's what the gray witch is, to force it back into balance. And one of the reasons why the dragon is still with us as a guardian of light and darkness. Second of all, there is no way that one can ever do anything and still be under the law of the reed, like in Wicca. Is the reed is the rule of three. We don't have that, actually. We don't have this rule of three. Don't mind with Wicca, because we are not Wicca. We are, some of us, most of us, are draconic Wicca and has nothing to do with that. No matter how hard you try, anything that anyone does harms someone. I mean, intentional or not, you will harm someone, and it won't come back in your face if for example that you squash a fly. It doesn't mean that this kind of evil, because it's actually a very dark thing to do for your own convenience to smash a fly. It won't come back in your face like some Wiccans actually believe. We don't believe that. Most of us don't. Uh, Now, as well as we all know, magic in itself is a neutral energy or force of nature. Now, recently, with the birth of a new age practices, there is this teaching of this read, or only positive magic, or only white magic, as they say. The witches of the old did not concern themselves with the read, positive or negative spells. They just used what they had to do. Also, the dragon witches, they pleased the dragon, but they used what they had to do, and there was a lot of darkness with it. They casted whatever they needed to cast in everyday life, and we are a creation of this balance. And so are the dragons and the dragon gods and the dragon guardians, and we, like I said. We just have to listen to ourselves and to the dragon, not what would be better for others. In draconic or draconian Wicca, you just listen to yourself and the dragon that speak to us. Especially in draconic Wicca, this is just what it is, just you and your dragon, and that is what it makes us a grey witch. Um, your dragon witchcraft only works if it comes from yourself, your visualizations and your mindset. Grey is the color of most dragon magic, not the one or the other, but yourself. And we are not perfect or bad. If you can't stand a person, like for example, if you hate someone, feel free to hate them. Who knows? You might perform a spell over them without you realizing it yourself. Actually, that is sometimes the case. The dragon can be very protective over you, very, very much, and that even your hate feelings are enough to release energy on them. Yeah, so the dragon can also attack other people if you really, really hate them. If you really feel this emotion, let the dragon feel this emotion. It's, yeah, coming to dark energy actually. They are, after all, guardians on both sides of the veil, And feel free to love and heal people. Your love with your dragon witchcraft can also cause a lot of white energy, white magic, and healing magic, even that you are very protective over someone, like for example your children or your parents that you love very much. Then the dragon will feel this much love that comes from you towards them, and so it will be more like a dragon magic for them, a light magic. So yeah, it always has to be both, of course. The dragon can be very protective, dude. So yeah, so they can be also protective over yeah, like I said, everyone else that you love. For example, like my dad, who was actually having a heart attack. I love my dad very, very much, and I constantly touched him. I hoped to heal him, and actually, after a while, it gave him time so that they could cure him. So I hoped that I did that to stop his heart attack, and so now today he's still with me. But I was so afraid to lose him that day, and and yes, I could feel and sense my dragon with me, just feeling these emotions, this fear coming out of me for losing it. So that caused a lot of white magic, healing magic, dragon healing magic, and that was some moments when your emotions are so darn high like that. Chances are very, very big that you will feel and sense your dragon much closer to you. Great witches are great healers who are accompanied by very wise spiritual energies that are called dragons, and the best teachers in spirituality, wisdom, and magic. But don't do silly stuff. Please don't do silly stuff like binding people like many witches did with a certain American president in the beginning. It's so. No, grey draconic witches roll their eyes with such nonsense. So I did as well. So I do whatever I want. You don't have to say whoever I have to bind. I have enough enemies in my life to bind someone that I don't know. That's why I mean with white nonsense. They are carried away and influenced by others. No man without woman, no god, no goddess, no light without darkness. Grey is the dark color of the dragon's path and the dragon's soul. So grey will always be in our heart. Whatever we cast a spell, or whenever we use to love or to heal, or whatever we feel to hate or to bind someone, because it's possible to bind someone in a very, very nasty magic actually. But it's because they had it coming, because they treated you very, very bad somewhere, and so you can cast someone, you can bind someone into. I did that. I did that in the past, and even to this day, this person is still suffering. And you cannot reverse anything like that. It happens, and it keeps on happening, and you cannot reverse it. That is something that you cast. It's permanently, and this has to be this has to be done. This has to be done until the end. So you cannot reverse it. Remember that very well. So your healing, of course, you don't want to reverse that, but you want sometimes to reverse your dark spells, your dark dragon magic. Sometimes, yeah, take that from me. If I could do that, I would do it, because I saw, yeah, that how powerful a dragon witch can be, and sometimes unintentional even. That is how powerful that they can be. So yes, greys are magic. Grey is the dragon witch. Grey is the dragon itself. Dark and light. There is no god without a goddess. There is no light without darkness. There is no winter without summer. It's all what not nature is. Nature is all about balance. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.